Hi everyone, and welcome to the 2019 RRBC Writers Conference and Book Expo. I'm Jan Sykes, and today I am super excited about presenting a basic beginner workshop on how to use the amazing app Canva. It is a proven fact that images get more attention than words. Social media is crammed full of both, so coming up with a unique image that gets attention is a challenge. And that's where Canva comes in. I've been using Canva for several years, but really just in the past couple of years, I have learned more about how to get the most out of it. It is a learning process, and so what I want to do, first of all, let me tell you what I am doing. I am recording an on-screen, hands-on demonstration. I've never done this before, so bear with me. This is a new experience for me. But so I want to start at the very beginning. So you go to www.canva.com, and this is what it's going to look like if you don't have an account already set up with Canva. So we're going to say that we don't have an account, and we're going to sign in with email. And let me stress that this website is free. It costs absolutely nothing to set up an account on this website. And then you create a password. You tell it you're not a robot. And as soon as it lets me, then we create an account. That's how easy it is to sign up. So then you get this wonderful little welcome to Canva. Can you tell us what you're going to be using it for? I say personal. And then we're going to skip this part because we don't want to invite anybody right now. And I actually want to get out of here as well, if it will let me. Okay, well, it's not going to let me, so we're going to stay here. And we're going to look at all the options for creating a design of whatever. So for personal use, we've got Instagram post, a logo, poster, invitation, etc., etc. You scroll across to get the rest. On social media, you've got your Facebook post. You can do your Facebook cover. You've got your WhatsApp. You can do a Twitter header, a Twitter post. Under documents, you can create a letterhead for yourself that looks very professional. If you're applying for a job, there's a resume template. I haven't ever used that. Under personal, there's all kinds of things. You can create birthday cards. You can create, this is what we're going to look at after a while. You can create a book cover. And then there's marketing, there's events, there's ads. Like events, if you were having a birthday party and you wanted to create an invitation, there's a wedding invitation. There's all kinds of stuff. And then ads, which you have a Facebook ad. The thing about these templates is that they are going to be the precise, exact size that you need so that it works quite well on whatever it is, whatever medium that you use it in. So we're going to go back up here to social media, and let's create a Twitter post. The window that it opens you up into has a blank canvas. See where my cursor is? That's your blank canvas. Over on the left, you have already designed templates and you are absolutely free to use them. And if you'll notice here in the right hand corner, it tells you that they are free. Some of them you do pay for. Mostly I use free. However, I very seldom ever use these templates because it seems like I wind up having to change everything on them. So for my use and for what I do, I'm going to go look over here on the left. You've got templates, you've got photos, and we're going to talk about that some more later. This is absolutely amazing. You've got elements, and in these elements, you've got grids, charts, frames, shapes, gradients, lines, illustrations. There's all kinds of stuff built into the elements portion of it. You have text options. Again, you've got templates that you can use if you want for text. Backgrounds, that's where we're going to go, because for this Twitter post, let's say for example, I'm going to create a Twitter post for this conference. Now, I don't know if you remember or not, but the color theme for the banner this year was kind of a turquoise blue, and it had a black. Well, we saw it at the beginning of this presentation. So because it is blue, I'm going to go with a shade of blue. But I want to show you, like say for instance, you see a design that you want to use for your background, but maybe it's not the color you want. Like for this one, let's take a look at this one. Okay, so say we're going to use that design, but we need to change the background color. You simply go up here to this box, click on it, and it brings up all of these options for colors. If you don't see the color already built in, click on the plus sign. And let's say we are going to use this, but we want to make it, let's go with maybe some shade of blue. And then so you move to that color on this line, and then you go up into here and you can change the degree, the contrast, the amount of the blue color that you want. So I'm kind of going to go with a dark blue, and then we're going to get back out of it, you just click back there. And then let me show you something. Now when you go back in there, it saved it. So let's say if you were doing several and you wanted to make sure that the color stayed the same, you would just click on that box and it would be the same color. Okay, so now we have our background, and I need to insert the banner for the conference. Of course, it's not built into Canva, so I'm going to go to Uploads, upload an image, and then I'm going to go onto my computer and find where the image is. And since I know where it is, I'm just going to go straight to it. And there it is. Then we're going to move it over into here. Once you have your image inserted, then you can size it, as you can see that I'm doing. You can make it bigger, you can make it littler, you can move it. I want to show you these lines because these are so cool in Canva. It helps to line everything up. That is your exact middle. When you move out of it, it tells you. So exact middle, there's your line. Okay, so now we have our banner, and we want to go say something about it. So let's click on heading. Okay, and look where I put it. Put it right on top of my banner. I don't want it there. So when you have the cross arrows, then you can move it down, and you can type whatever you want to type. So I want to say that this is, let's just say that it is, and first of all you have to delete what's in here because you don't want that there. A virtual writers conference. Okay. I don't really like this particular font. I would like to have it into something prettier. So you click over here on the down arrow and it brings up all the fonts that are built into Canva, and there literally is hundreds and hundreds of them. So you scroll through and find whatever font it is you want to use. Since I'm looking for a pretty one, let's go with this. And there it changed it. Now it's smaller than I want it to be, so I'm going to click on size here and we're going to make it bigger. And that's too big, so I'm going to go back and make it like that. One other thing I want to do, I would like to bold it because I would like for it to show up better. So I'm going to click on bold. If it doesn't do it immediately, then highlight your text and click on bold. There we go. All right, so now we have some text. And again, the lines, it's going to help you line it up. And now what it's showing me is actually my box that they don't want me to go outside of. So they don't want me to move it way over there. They want me to keep it in. And then you have these options as well. So right now it's set on center, but you can always change your alignment if you want it to go left or right. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's add a little bit of text. And we'll call it a subheading. And let's say a conference for every writer. For the sake of time, I'm going to leave this in the font that it's in. And look, I wanted to point this out to you. This font is already bolded. So when it's already bolded, this will be grayed out. So you can't change that. It's bolded. It is what it is. So we've got that. And then let's say we want to add just a little bit more about this conference. So we're going to put add a little, and you notice each one is getting smaller as far as text, as far as the size of the text. So let's say, let's just make up some things that are really cool about our conference. We could say that you can learn new writing techniques, and my fingers are not wanting to work. Sorry, it'll help if I move my papers. Okay, learn new writing techniques, get the latest marketing tips, cover design, defeat writer's block, novel beginnings, and SEO. Okay. Again, that's not real visible. So I want to do this. I want to bold it, but I think I want to change the color of this. I would like to change this to white since it's on a dark background. So you see what I did? There's your white. I clicked on the color. There's your white. Voila. There you go. And then let's, I don't know, just maybe a little bit more of text over here. We could say the fun part, bid on silent auction items. And yes, I know that's going over, but I want to, I'm doing it on purpose. I want to show you something. Win prizes. Network. get excited about writing again. Okay, I'm going to move this in. See how you can size it? Now that moved it right inside. And again, I'm going to go and bold this, and I'm going to make it white. And that's it. That's how simple it is to make a Twitter post, and you can put anything you want to put on it. So now that it's done, there's another really cool built-in feature about Canva in that you don't have to go anywhere to save it. It automatically, instantly saves your design. And I'll show you where it puts it. But for now, okay, let's say, look at the option we have up here. We have the option to publish this to Twitter. I seldom use this option, and I'll tell you why. Because once you do, then to use it again, you have to go all the way back into Canva. So what I prefer to do is to download it. So I'm going to get out of there, and we're going to click on download. It will suggest the file type for you to download it as. It's suggesting a PNG, and I agree with that, but you also have the option of a JPEG or a PDF or PDF print. Animation, if you see this little gold crown, that means that you have to upgrade to a premium subscription that costs money. So those are not an option for us. So we're going to say PNG, and we are going to download it. And then it always invites you to try Canva Pro for 30 days. So we just get out of there. Now, let me show you where Canva put it. Let's go back home. This bar here is your toolbar. If you'll notice, you have an undo button. Oh, and look here, it says all changes saved. You also have a file button, but for now we're going back home. And there's our design. It will always save them here, and this is really a cool feature too, because like say for instance with the Aspire to Inspire radio shows that Ron Yates and I do, I have a design that I've made that I can just go in and change the date and then have a new Twitter post to put up for the brand new segment of Aspire to Inspire. Over on your left, you'll see the option that says all of your designs. Here's an option that says photos, and this is what I want to look at next. I want to show you this. Canva has built into it literally thousands of photos that are free for you to use. If any of them are not free, they'll tell you. Like say, look here. This little pineapple, it has a $sign and says premium. It says you can purchase a multi-use license for this image. But if you don't see that $sign, like say these flowers, they're free. You're free to use them and put them into any design that you want to put them into. Another thing that this reminds me of the dogs that Nani puts up on the Spotlight Honors. When we have a Spotlight author, she's always putting those dog faces up. But anyway, so the other really cool thing about the photos is that Canva has very recently joined or merged with Pixabay and Pexels, Pexels.com. So you literally have thousands and thousands and thousands of images to choose from when it's time to create whatever it is you want to create. The next thing I want to look at, I'm going to go back to Create a Design. And let's go take a look at book covers. You notice you have two options. You have book cover and then you have Wattpad book cover. We're going to just click on book cover. And just for the sake of doing so, I'm going to click on photo. Oh, before I do that though, sorry. Here's all of these templates that are built in. You can absolutely take any of these templates, insert your words, put your name, and you have an instant book cover. That's how quickly you can design a book cover if you want to do that. You have the Wattpad book covers. I've never done those. I don't use Wattpad. A lot of people do. You have the romance book covers, the thrillers, the creative, the photo, notebook, etc., etc., etc. You can use any of these templates that you want to. Again, I seldom ever use the templates because I wind up changing everything. So for today, for this cover, let's go to photos. And we have that option over here on the left, so we can bring up any photos that we want to. I don't know, let's say we are writing a book that is about, I don't know, your best friend, your dog. When you insert it, you click on it and insert it into your book cover. Look at all this space. Now you have an option here. You could go over and you could insert a background image. Find one that would go with that really quickly. I'm skimming through this really quickly because simply for time's sake, but I can literally get lost and spend hours just playing around in Canva because there is so much here and so much creative things that you can do. Okay, so we put in a background, but I really would like for this to be bigger. So I'm going to make it a little bigger. And then let's go to text and let's just, and believe me, I'm making this up totally as I go. We're going to call this my best friend. This is a feature that I want to show you, but let me make this a little bigger. This is too little, and I'm not crazy about this font, but for right now, I'm just going to go with it. Okay. And we're going to kind of center it, and look how those lines, man, I'm telling you, these lines on Canva are invaluable. But let's say I want to be maybe a little artsy with it, and I want to make it look different. So we're going to do that, and then and I don't want that, so let me show you how to get rid of it. You've put something over onto your canvas you don't want. You simply go click on the trash can and it's gone. And then we're going to add a subheading. And say, my best friend, how he helped me write a book. Believe me, I'm making this up just as I go. Okay, and let's say we want to make that bigger. And if you ever click on this and try to make it bigger and it doesn't respond, just simply highlight it. Just simply highlight it. Let's change the color. Let's make this like a really dark brown. There we go. And then let's put our author name. Maybe you'd want to put your publisher. Maybe you want to put a little one line about the book. For right now, we're going to just go with that, and we're going to make it bigger. And see, it didn't work, so here we go. Okay, and maybe we want to say This is so, so little. Okay, there we go. Now at least I can see it. Honestly, so much of this is playing around. Brought to you by the Rave Reviews Book Club. That might be kind of a fun thing to put on a cover. And this is not bolded, so let's bold it and take out the typo. Okay, you know, is what it is, but I just wanted to show you how easy this is and how you can just move things around and make it fit however you want to fit it. You also have an option for spacing, which I won't get into that today, and then if you want bullet points, let's say let me show you this. Let's say I decided I really needed this in all caps. You simply just click here, and there you've got it. Okay, it's ready to download. Anytime you create a book cover, Canva is automatically going to suggest that you save it as a PDF standard. And I agree with that, because if you're going to print the book, that's what it's got to be. It's got to be a PDF. So we're going to download it. And then for marketing and for spreading the word about your book, go back into it as soon as you're done downloading it as a PDF and download it as a JPEG, and then you can share it on social media. So you'd go right back in and you would download it as a JPEG, and there you have that. Now that's going to put them into your downloads folder, but remember, it's also going to put them on your home page in Canva. So let's go back home, and thank you, McAfee. We'll go back home, and we should see both of our designs immediately. So I know I went through all of this really fast, and it's just because of the time that we have, but there is so much you can do. And within Canva is a very awesome tutorial that will walk you through anything that you want to learn about Canva. So that is, see, there's our designs. We created both of those today in just a very few short minutes. Now I want to show you one other thing before we get out. I'm going to click over to my own personal account because I want to show you the folders features. You can actually create folders, and you can see that I created one for RRBC and RISA, and then you can move your designs over into that folder. That just makes it easy to find with one click. And I don't know why it's telling me that. Sorry. We'll go back. All of your designs. Well, it's not loading them. Okay, well, they're always going to be here. You can always find them. Anything that that you need. So I know we ran through this really quickly, but I do hope that you got at least some little something out of it, and I just encourage you to play around with it. And that's what I've done over the years. I'm still discovering things I didn't know. And again, this was a beginner's introduction. Time doesn't allow me for getting into the advanced options, but I will tell you, there's lots of YouTube videos out there. There's with lots more hints and tips, and Canva has the help button as well, where you can look up things you might want to explore. So, thank you for joining me today for this workshop. I sincerely hope that you took away some tidbit of information that will enhance your marketing or writing projects. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments below, and I will respond. And I'll see you around the hallways of RRBC and RISA.